Boy, the new graphics sure look great in Front Page Sports Football Pro 96 from Sierra, don't they?
Yeah.
All 30 of the 1995 teams are included in the package.
So what?
And did you get a look at the extra plays on the CD? There must be thousands of the damn things.
Big deal.
I'm sensing some hostility here. Care to vent?
I'm just pondering the development process that drives a company to release a game that has so many flaws, they're forced to issue a massive bug patch about a week after the game hits the streets. Are the football protesters that bad, or was Sierra in such a damn hurry they couldn't wait another 2 weeks to fix all this stuff?
I assume you're referring to the fact that the crowd sounds stop after a few plays. A lot of online players say they can't get the play editor to work, and you're likely to get at least one kick blocked per game, among other things.
Exactly. On their own, none of these things are that big a deal. However, the cumulative effect of all these little bugs really detracts from the overall impact of the game, which looks great and plays okay.
The improved graphics not only make the game look good, they make it easier to play. If you're controlling a running back on a play up the middle, you can actually see the holes now, not just a bunch of pixels.
Unfortunately, this fresh new look doesn't compensate for Football Pro's problems when you simulate a game or a season. It's rare to see a quarterback complete over 50% of his passes in this mode. Now, in this day and age, a 50% passer in the NFL is mediocre at best.
You were able to find out what a quarterback's completion percentage was for the season? What did you do, quit your job?
It was a little slow, wasn't it? It took me a couple of hours to simulate a week of play, and you can't simulate multiple weeks, which was a real pain in the ass. The reason for this is a good one. Football Pro actually simulates the physics of each game instead of determining the result by statistical calculations. That still doesn't obliterate the fact that simulating a season requires a great deal of patience.
I still really enjoy the career mode in this game. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I think their method of building a champion is definitely the way to go. Whenever I start a league, I like to take a team, dump all of the veterans, and draft a bunch of talented rookies to lead me to the Super Bowl.
I found it pretty hard to find a talented rookie when I drafted players. Maybe I was just unlucky, but in all the drafts I ran, there was little or no difference between the first pick and the 30th pick.
Why didn't you just edit their stats?
Despite what you said earlier, I still have a job, and I didn't have the time to deal with some of those fancy formulas you need to use.
How about trades?
I tried to avoid making any deals because I didn't want to cave into temptation. You see, the computer general managers will accept pretty much anything. I don't think Marcus Allen for Sam Gash is a trade that will eventually end up benefiting both sides.
If you can get the play editor to work, it's a lot of fun to play with. It's a holdover from previous versions of this game, and it looks out of place, but it allows you to indulge any fantasies you might have had about the perfect offense.
Judging from the online reaction, the original patch Sierra put out made the play editor problems worse for some players. Most of the problems seem to be limited to people who have only 8 megs of RAM.
When all is said and done, Football Pro 96 is the same basic front page sports package with a higher, shinier look.
The game remains the same. If you own any of the earlier versions, the only reason you'll want to buy this is for the updated teams or for the improved graphics.
Sierra has put a lot of work into improving the look of this game. When the designers sit down to work on the 1997 version, they should spend some time on the football simulation portion of the game, which is becoming mediocre. They should also make sure that the entire game works before it's released.